Heyo, boss, and welcome back. No, you did not read our title wrong. Ah, the unicorn. Beautiful, elegant, mythical. Wait a minute, there's one right there. I knew they were real. Today's chef's going to be cooking up some unicorn. Now, he's going to go ahead and just share with you a couple things. Number one, he does have canned unicorn meat. He says it has a nice shelf life, and it's good for more things like burgers and ground beef, kind of like a style. But unfortunately, canned unicorn meat is, number one, it's salty. Number two, it doesn't come in steak form. So if you want a steak form cut unicorn, you got to go out and find it, someone who hunts it. It does have a lot of magic, a lot of rainbow happiness, very high in happiness, but very salty. So here's a picture of it. And again, you can only really do so much with it, but it's good to have on hand, Chef said. Now, Chef has a sirloin cut today of his unicorn, so that's kind of towards the tail end, a nice lean cut, and it's hard to find, so if you can find someone who hunts it, make sure you get it. Unicorn season is kind of tricky to hunt around too, so you got to make sure you're doing that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Chef's very excited to show you his cut of unicorn that he got from his guy. And a quick apology to Jimmy Fungus. I know Jimmy Chef said he's going to use imitation unicorn meat, but he couldn't get any, so he has to use the real stuff. We're sorry, Jimmy. Okay, let's get cooking. So we have our sirloin unicorn, and this is a bluish purple hint. It's not bad meat. That's how it looks. A northern unicorn cut has a bluish purple hint. If you go South America, you're going to have pink and red. If you go towards Europe, a little bit of rainbow. Asia is a different color as well. So this is a northern cut. And it's very tough to cut, so make sure your knife is sharp. Go ahead and cut these into thin strips. And then place them in a large bowl. We're going to go ahead and start off with a marinade to kind of soften up the meat for us. So first off, a little bit of soy sauce. A little bit of ground ginger. Some sesame oil. And then we're going to top it off with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then give this a mix. Now, unicorn meat has a sweetness to it, so you don't have to add sugar. Place this in your fridge for about 15 minutes. Chef's going to get his oil heated up about 375 degrees. Get that started. We're also going to get our glaze started. So some sweet chili sauce, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of honey, some soy sauce, a little bit of vinegar, and a little bit more salt. Don't forget, all the ingredients will be listed down below. So give this a good stir and then place it aside. So Chef took his meat out, and what he's going to do is he's going to add an egg to it. And the egg is going to be, number one, it's going to be a protein because unicorn meat isn't high in protein. So if you want a little bit of protein, use that. It's also going to act as a bonding agent because he's got to get these coated up before he fries them. So it's going to bond it. Okay, so he's got some cornstarch here, and that egg's going to help bond it. He's going to throw his unicorn meat in the cornstarch and get these nice and breaded and coated. Toss them around, make sure they're ready. Don't overcrowd your basket. Now, between 1 and 2 minutes for smaller pieces and 3 to 5 minutes for if they're a little bit larger. Fry these up nice and crispy, place them aside, and keep going. Okay, when that's all cooked up, get a nice pan going, a little bit of olive oil. Unicorn meat, really you don't want to serve up alone, so Chef's going to get some vegetables going. So some onions and a green pepper. And Chef said we're not cooking these, just throw them in the pan for a few minutes. Okay, go ahead and add that crispy unicorn meat that we fried up. And any other seasonings you want to add at this time, you can do as well, Chef said. And Chef's going to go ahead and toss these around in those vegetables there. And then he's going to add that glaze that he made up. And then one more toss. So go ahead and mix everything together. And Chef's going to go ahead and get this plated up right now. So the best thing to really put unicorn over is white rice. It makes a nice light meal. And he put some freshly chopped green onions on top. And there you have it, a crispy honey unicorn mix over a bed of white rice. Of course, if you can't find fresh unicorn, you can do some stuff with some of the canned unicorn, but maybe we'll do another recipe later. But Chef did have some fresh cut there. We hope you enjoyed this. If you can find someone who can provide it, definitely do so. And don't forget, everyone, to subscribe if you're new. We got some great meals for the summer to go. Don't forget, cooking should be fun. Have fun doing it. Man, that unicorn was magical.